Did you know that Ironheart's Dominique Thorne got 2 thumbs up from Robert Downey Jr.? Did you know that, Alan?
I saw a tweet about it. Yes.
Yes.
69.
Well, Ironheart is going to be released. It's at the end of June, I believe June 24th, from Empire. Ironheart's Dominique Thorne got 2 thumbs up from Robert Downey Jr. RDJ. Alan, give me the whole gist of this story.
Sure. 17 years after Robert Downey Jr. first brought Tony Stark to life and launched the Marvel Cinematic Universe, his influence continues to shape its future heroes. As the franchise prepares to introduce Ironheart, a series centered on teen genius Riri Williams, who builds her own Iron Man-inspired suit, Downey's legacy looms large. But it's not just his on-screen legacy that matters. It's his personal endorsement that adds a layer of meaning to the new chapter. Dominique Thorne, who plays Riri, shared that after filming Wrapped, she spoke with Downey, who offered heartfelt encouragement and support. He shared some very lovely words about my journey, she recalls. He told me how excited he was and that he's rooting for it too. I literally got 2 thumbs up. That simple gesture from the original Iron Man was more than just approval. It was a symbolic passing of the torch.
Well, there you go. I'm a little suspicious about this from the standpoint of we haven't seen a trailer yet. We saw a tease as part of a roundup of upcoming Disney Plus shows, but there is not a full trailer for this show. I've heard some things about it. I have not heard that it's good.
So, do we know if it's going to go weekly or is it going to be dumped at one time?
We do not know that. The release plan is not set, just that it debuts on Disney Plus June 24th. They may, like Echo, drop the whole thing at once. I think that would be wise in the lead up to FF, which opens 1 month later. So June 24th, Ironheart, July 25th, I believe, is Fantastic Four, which is the week of Comic-Con, by the way, in San Diego. So that will tee up Marvel's, whatever Marvel will do in Hall H. So we shall see. I have really not a lot of faith in this. I think the fact that it's been so long delayed tells you something, and the pivot we've heard. But this year is the transition year for Marvel from what they were, from one road they were going down, almost like the multiverse of Marvel projects, right?
Yeah.
They were going down one road, but they changed to another timeline. Marvel's trying to pivot to a different timeline. This is part of the old timeline of Marvel. So
Kang.
Yeah, Kang. Yeah, was part of that. So yeah.
But let's get to this headline here. Got 2 thumbs up from Robert Downey Jr. What was Robert Downey Jr. supposed to do?
Right.
You know, what? Was he supposed to tell her, no, I'm Iron Man? You know, you're just a cheap knockoff of me. Can you imagine if he had said this? How much respect we would have for Robert Downey Jr.?
Well, I don't think that's look, he's a team player. You know, I wouldn't say that. I would be supportive. She's on the Marvel team. I just say, hey, good luck.
But the thing is this comment, I mean, okay, what was he supposed to say?
Right.
You know, you know, it's meaningless because it's, you know, it's like, you know, your child draws a picture, says, what do you think? It looks great. This is a masterpiece. That's what you have to say.
It's like it's like when any woman asks you, does this make me look fat? And you say no and give 2 thumbs up. That's the correct way. You never, what you do is you be a cheerleader.
Yeah.
So
and clearly no one in Disney is going to say anything negative about Ironheart. I mean, they'll probably get fired if they do. But the truth will not come out. Ultimately, when it comes out, we'll know whether it's good or bad.
Well, speaking of people saying the truth, even if they say it maybe accidentally, Bob Iger says Thunderbolts is first and best example of Marvel's new movie strategy. So what is this about? In a way, he's complimentary of Thunderbolts, while kind of admitting indirectly that that Marvel has not been doing well. Alan, I got the story here from Variety. Would you give us the little synopsis of the story?
The story comes from a candid investor call. Bob Iger acknowledged the company's recent struggles with its film slate, attributing the inconsistent success, particularly with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, to overemphasize on quality over quantity in a post-pandemic era. Iger admitted that in the rush to supply content for Disney Plus, the studio pushed too much production, stretching creative teams thin and diluting the brand's strength. The MCU, once a near guaranteed box office dominance, has seen a series of underwhelming releases. However, Iger pointed to the recent release of Thunderbolts as a turning point. The film was met with strong critical and an audience reception, signaling a positive shift in Disney's new quality over quantity strategy. He called it the first and best example of Marvel's renewed focus and hinted at its significance by revealing that its titular team will evolve into the new Avengers, setting up for Avengers Doomsday in 2026.
Yeah, again, this whole we lost focus by making too much. That was your decision. Notice that there's no accountability.
Right.
And no accountability at all. And on that note, I'll bring up another story that kind of relates from our friends at That Park Place. Emmy host Nate Bargatze rips Bob Iger in blistering Disney comment. That guy doesn't care about the audience. Have you ever seen his stand-up?
I saw him on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's very common sense guy. Very common sense. That guy doesn't care about the audience. I mean, that's true. That's true. I don't know if we have the video of this comment, but that's the crux of it. Alan, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this?
What I think, again, what's he supposed to say? He's the head of the studio. It's like if a movie head had said, "Hey, The Flash is a really good movie." That's they can't say anything negative. They can't be honest. You mentioned it. He looks at the past failures and doesn't take accountability for it. And we talked about this on Monday. Yeah, it got critical acclaim. It did well at the box office, but it underperformed. It made less than $100 million opening weekend. And I can tell you that I was looking at my theater seats for Thunderbolts, pretty sparse.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like the IMAX
weekend.
Yeah, yesterday the 7:00 IMAX maybe had 6 people in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's crazy.
There were more people wanting to see Clown in a Cornfield than Thunderbolts.
That's good. I can't wait to talk to Clown in the Cornfield director.
Yeah.
In more superhero news, you won't believe this, Alan. Fantastic Four First Steps. There's that little sting should tell you. There's reshoots. What's this about? I'll bring up the story, but if you would bring
I don't believe I have a I don't
well, this comes from X. So let's in the Daily Mail. I'll share the story here. I don't know if we should be concerned about this. There's always sort of this is from Fantastic Four updates, F4 updates. Julia Garner as Shalabal on the set of the Fantastic Four First Steps for additional photography in Los Angeles, and she's wearing some
saran wrap.
Is this like a flashback of her as Shalabal? I don't know what.
Can you blow that up?
I'll blow it up for you, and then I'll go to the story. Yeah. Let's see. Let me zoom in here, and we'll take a good look.
Picture? Will the picture come up if you?
I could click the picture. Also, I can do all those things.
Yeah, there you go.
What? That looks like some space. That looks dumb. I like the actress too. I saw her in Wolfman, but she's known for other stuff. I don't know. I mean, we'll go to the story here in a second, but should we be concerned, Alan, about this?
I mean, shouldn't she be in a jumpsuit with ping pong balls on them?
Usually, ping pong balls on a jumpsuit, like sort of black jumpsuit. I think that would be a good costume, actually, for Comic-Con. But here she is next to the real Silver Surfer, Norn Rad. So you can see the resemblance.
I know. Norn Rad really should wear earrings.
Yeah. I don't know that we should be concerned. I don't know if it's reshoots so much as pickups. Maybe they needed some epilogue for a character. I don't know. Are you concerned now? I mean, look, I'm concerned only based on what I've seen of that movie, but not based on reshoots. I feel like that's normal for Hollywood these days. It's nice to have the luxury of being able to afford to pay for reshoots.
Yeah, I'm entering this movie with the idea of I hope it's better than everything I see or know about this film so far. And this doesn't move the needle, but it doesn't make me feel hopeful for the film at all.